do. Hello, Americans. Look, other friends and subscribers around the world. Back here, man.
Morning coffee.
You were supposed to say that.
Back again,
you still
man.
Asleep?
I've had a little bit of coffee. Hey, girl.
A little bit.
Yeah, I missed
So,
you.
had lots of people say, "Man, you guys need to do them coffee videos again." I like doing the coffee videos out around the fire.
But it's been a little cold.
Yeah, well, they're still.
And then wet.
Bruce is looking at you like, "What in the?"
Oh, that's
heck?
okay. I've got this. Cannot see her. She's looking for some
It's her
playtime.
face, dude. The face she gets when she's doing that. Oh, Daisy. Oh, man. Hey, we got Daisy Lou this morning. The kids are out. Yeah, I'm about to let these dogs out.
They're out playing in the dirt.
Yeah, they're out metal detecting this morning.
They drove down out of the snow.
Kevin was bugging me for the last 2 weeks. And he went down. Holy smokes. Okay, dude.
You want me? I can put her out. You,
Okay.
You scoop back.
He was bugging me, man. He went down to,
No,
kind
Chris.
of dark on here. Went down to Salmon River, and he found a couple of spots that he could dig, but for the and that was up next to what actually found an old foundation, and he could dig. He said around it wasn't froze, but everything else, man, he almost needed a pick and a shovel to do it.
Yeah, but he did get out of the snow and have fun.
That's it, man. See, and that's of all of our kids, man. We laugh about this all the time. Of all of our kids, the one that is always whined and stuff about the snow and gets the cabin fever the worst is Kevin D. So what does he do? He moves to Valley County, where the snow.
Winters are long.
Yep. I grew up part of my life up there, in the McCall area and stuff, and talked about it before. And actually, if I think about it, man, I'll click a picture in here. Of our cabin and that one with Mom. Mm-hmm. And, man, the snow would get... Dude, I remember sledding off the top of the cabin. You'd sled off the roof and down the embankment that covered the whole side of the cabin. Man, 10 feet was, back in the day especially, was common.
Instant snow sled.
Oh, yeah, dude, it was great. And then we had a hill right there by it, so you could actually go off the backside of it, man. It was a long ways down. You just had to watch them trees. Mm-hmm. Trees and them rocks. Yeah. Hasn't been a lot of sledding the kids and stuff.
No,
here,
no, this winter the snow hasn't been
it's actually
cooperative
been, man, knock on wood, it's actually been
snow sledding.
We've had some cold, we had some sub-zero stuff. So now today I think it's supposed to be 40 degrees or something close to it.
It's going to start raining and then start snowing, and we'll see.
So let's talk, what's your spring, man, it's almost time to get your seeds and all that stuff.
Some seeds started.
We're going to do some starts.
Yeah.
We're planning on, which I'm sure I'll show you on video, we are going to do a hoop house, Miss Kitty likes to call it, but I'm going to take, because I pulled all the panels. We're switching our garden area again. That's what, the fifth time?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, we have moved which I mean, we'll keep like our hugelkultur bed out here, and then we have a couple of beds, man. The great place, man. We do really good on our beans along over there, but I did pull that fence down, so.
Right.
Those could do some bush beans there. But anyway, we'll plant a little bit out here, like Miss Kitty's herbs, that's, that come back every year and stuff. Those will stay. So I'm not the beds out here that are there and permanent. Well, but we're gonna go with the greenhouse, man, especially with the talk of, what the season, the year without a winter that they're talking about and everything, or a year without a summer. I wish it was a year without winter.
Other than the snowpack, and then it'd be really dry.
Yeah, and our snowpack, man, the last I'd heard, we were way above where we needed to be on our snowpack, so that's good. And that's really good. So hopefully we ain't no drought situation. I ain't heard nothing about that. So go in with your, what's your plans for the spring and getting ready for gardening? Oh, the hoop house I was getting at. The hog panels. We're going to do the one, where you bend the hog panels. I call them hog panels. Some people call them cattle panels and livestock panels, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, we call them hog panels because we always use them for our hogs. And that's all these ones are actually ones for hogs.
Right.
And if I get hogs, then what am I going to do? But I
Go
guess
buy some more panels.
Yeah, exactly. But I guess we did haul in that big. I've cut that roll.
Yes.
Man, me and Topwater.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't video that because it's with Topwater. But man, I got a gal gave me. Actually, she gave it to my buddy Topwater. And then we went. He's like, man, you want that roll? Go out there, man. You can have it. And I'm talking, man, that thing it's as big as this whole area right here. I don't know. I'm sure it's on, if you look back on the videos, if you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. But, dude, it's massive. And how it's like they used one of them hay rollers to roll this thing, and it is tight.
And it's full of, weeds.
Yeah, weeds, and then there's barbed wire in it, man. If I had to do it all over again, I don't know if I'd take it because it's a heck of a time trying to get it off
undone.
there.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's it's the hog wires, the ones, what are they, 4x4 inch maybe?
Yeah, but I think this
inch?
is more of a no climb where it's got the smaller at the bottom and then the larger squares at the top.
Because we are talking about raising a couple hogs, just for the, getting them in the spring and then butchering them. But we'll see with all this crazy. Who knows what we're going to do.
No, that's pretty much, yeah.
Don't want to go that way with this video, but you got to talk about it. Oh, I know something to talk about. Ready for it?
I don't know.
The weather balloon, or the spy balloon. Oh, dude, what in the heck?
I say it's just a smoke screen. There's something else going on that they didn't want us to. They're doing something while they're
very well could be
pointing
at that. When that thing crossed the border into Alaska, as soon as it was in our airspace, it should have been blown out of the sky. Well,
and my question is how often does things like this happen that they never talk about? Honestly,
these blue ones, and you don't see them. so man, we're gonna stay on the lighter note of that. We ain't gonna get all freaking. They'll be telling us we need to put 10 hats on. I thought about wrapping my hat with 10.
Yeah.
Just because, having a 10 hat day. 10 hat day. A 10 hat coffee chat. That'd be a good one, man. Yeah. But anyway, man, just to touch on that. So they finally blew that, man. So that thing went, through Alaska, across Canada, into Montana, and then on down. I can't remember all the states it went through and stuff. And they shot it down in the Carolinas. So, man, our whole country. And, and then it was on the news, and that's where Miss Kitty's all, they're just trying to cover something up, man. Because for the last 2 or 3 days, everybody's watching this friggin' balloon. So they finally shoot it out. So then I hear yesterday, or maybe it was Sunday, I can't remember. Because I haven't been like just following it. I'm just like, dude, why the hell don't you shoot it out of the sky? That's all I really said about the whole thing. I'm not going to, say, yes, I seen the footage of them shooting it, blah, blah, blah. But, then Biden's administration comes out, I think it was on Sunday, that, because everybody's criticizing and ridiculing him about not shooting it down. So then anonymous sources from his administration or something, I don't have all this. This is the hillbilly version. Puts out that under Trump's watch, or under his administration, that we had 3 China spy balloons come across. And nothing was said of it. Do you really think that if that happened during Trump's administration that you wouldn't have heard about it? And then something else that they put out there is one of the reasons you didn't see them like this one is because these ones were blue, so they blended in with the sky.
Okay.
Anyway, so then the Trump man, some of the big names, and all that. Dude, I ain't all that crap. But anyway, they call BS. They call BS on it, so, come on. All right, back to your spring planting. I just had to touch on that, dude. It's just... I think it's all a smoke screen.
Spring planting, we've got plans of what we're going to try. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. This is, when we bought the property and moved on here, we had a 5-year plan. Do you remember that?
Yeah, that was over 10 years ago.
Yeah.
We're still working on that 5-year.
So when you're taking on a journey like this, you make plans and adjust those plans as you go along, which we have been doing. And the gardening is a huge part of that, because that was one of our main goals, was on the piece of property here, is to grow our own food. And the growing season is a whole lot different than what we're used to. The soil is a whole lot different than what we're used to. The wildlife and animals.
Keeping the
as a whole lot
the
different
deer
than
and
what we're used to.
deer and the other animals.
We got even wild rabbits come in, and the deer come in and eat. So we've been. We did take 2 years off of gardening 100%.
Yeah, we were getting
because we were so frustrated.
We were frustrated, and at the time, I was thinking about going down to Arizona, down to Quartzsite and stuff. Do junking, and that wasn't going to work with our kids.
No,
they didn't like mom and papa going too far.
Well,
away.
we had we were frustrated with the gardening.
That was before the COVID. What's the COVID been now? 3 years?
This will be the third year. Yeah. We had some issues with our farm animals, with the wildlife.
Like a bear ate them.
Yeah, and the birds, of course, they all got
took out by fox. Mostly.
Yeah, we were frustrated with that. We were frustrated with the gardening. We decided that we might redirect our lives and go to Arizona.
I'm sick of that crap.
Yeah, and
that wasn't going to work.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that that has kind of gone away.
And that was actually back. Like I said, it was before the COVID. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that was also because we were talking about not only going down there, but buying us a little piece. Because you can buy, I don't know,
pretty cheap
now,
down
but
the
before,
desert.
we were looking into some stuff, and it's like, well, dude, I can freaking buy us just a chunk of desert basically, and put up a. You don't even have to have snow shelters down there, man.
And we could have done it because at the time we didn't have the chickens. We only had Kai for our dog.
Yeah, so we just had, and if you remember back on those videos, man, he was with us all the time. Because I think he would have just went with us.
Right.
So we had no other, because like I said, we went about 2 years we didn't have, I didn't have the chickens had all been killed. When we got on this property, dude, we brought a farm with us.
Yes.
And then the wild, the animals. I mean, because we got mountain lions, we got bears, we got coyotes, we got foxes. I've never seen one, but I'm sure the wolves, come through here. We've got skunks and porcupines and raccoons. Every kind of animal. Like I said, we even had a moose out here. Every kind of animal, if you look up on Google, that lives in Idaho, we have them here. Yeah. So that and livestock. Okay, back to Miss Kitty.
Yeah. So now we're back on track of going back to originally what our 5-year plan was. Yeah. So we're working on it. We'll get there.
Yeah. So then like last year and stuff, man. Really produced some stuff, but actually if you remember. I went down in the Crick Bottom, then I took out a whole bunch of cottonwoods, which cottonwoods, man, for permaculture and stuff is one of the top. I think it's number 2 on the list, because it's such a soft wood and breaks down and decays, man, the good nutrients and all that. Well, I cleared an area that was pretty dang forested down in our Crick Bottom, and those little dogs.
No, little dogs are in.
Cleared this area, man, and we even tried it down there. And that was probably 2 or 3 years in. And, man, back then, it all depends on the year and the season and stuff. When you live on a creek bottom, we've actually had down below us, we've had standing water. When we bought this place, dang it, man, coffee's getting me. There was actually ropes and stuff where kids, they'd made down below us pretty much a swimming hole.
Yeah.
Which I've changed it into, man, it used to a lot of standing water. We'll get water down there for the last 4 or 5 years, but it's not, You know, I mean, you can take 2 scoops with a shovel. You know, you're in a creek bottom.
Yeah.
Right?
The water table is very high.
So that didn't help the garden thing down. I mean, we'd even planted down there something that grows and survives through dang near anything is rhubarb. You know, and man, the rhubarb, it even, you know, there was too much moisture in the ground, so that didn't do it. So then we went from there, we went out. So then we got up in our dryer spot. And that one did good till everything was just about right there, you know. That happened with our, if you follow along, last year I planted it because we're doing an orchard, which I'm going to have to fence. Man, and we did that. And man, we had one apple tree out here that... Dude, it was loaded, man. I had to go out there, and the apples were, I don't know, man.
Good size.
Good size.
Yeah.
And we had to go out there and take half of them off because it was just going to break this tree off, man.
Right.
I'd already, you know, braced it all up. And I mean, this thing was loaded. Yeah. So, man, we took half of them off, man. We were watching, and we were like, dang, man, those are going to be, I think they're Granny Smiths. Yeah, man, they're going to be great. And woke up one morning, I come in here, and I was all, them deer ate every apple, man. They ate every apple off that one and all our other trees, and went to town. And not only that, and the one thing that I found odd,
they didn't kill the trees though, and that's a plus to me,
so
because if we can keep the trees alive until they're mature, then the deer can come in and eat the
I have
low
no problem, you know, man, absolutely. I don't, you know, I've never,
I'm okay with that.
You know, the only thing that I've ever, you know, killed or shot and ate on this property, man, is quail one time, because we wanted quail jambalaya. So me and Kevin went out, man. That was fun. Yeah. And then the bear. You know, that's the only thing is I love the wildlife on my property, man. And like I've said many times, is they were here before us. This was their home before it was my home. So, man, you know, we just all got to adjust here. But I'm definitely going to do the fencing to keep the, I won't shoot, I mean... desperate times calls for desperate measures, you know. I mean, I always say that's my my meals, you know, meals on the hoof, man. Is my deer, because dude, I got a lot of deer down here. But that so anyways, we're gonna try what we were getting at is try something completely different, dude. This we need to adjust that. It's about to fall off that leg's about to fall in that hole. So we're gonna try using the cattle panels and just using, you know, some heavy mill plastic, and I'll probably frame in the ends, you know, make it so I got a vent, so you got a vent go through there. How big it's going to be, I don't know, man. I'll do it all on video so you guys will get to see that. And we're going to actually do that in a new spot. Oh, and the other thing I was getting at was our spuds. Oh, yeah. Dude, that is a nightshade, and them dang deer ate the tops of all my spuds. Yeah. That's supposed to kill them, man. I couldn't even believe that they did that. So, and we planted a lot of potatoes, man. We're Idahoans, man. Planted lots of spuds, and we got some. Yeah. But they killed them mothers off too. So we'll see how that. Jerusalem artichoke, sunchoke out there. I'm curious to see how those do. Yeah, last year I didn't obviously, and they didn't take off wild like, you know, I thought they were going to. Man, they ended up getting. I don't know, were they 2 or 3 foot high? Yeah. So I'm really curious to see, you know, because that's this year, because that's a root, or is that what you call it? Root. The bulb, the rhizome, whatever it is. But those are you got to be careful with those, man. I've read too, because man, they'll take over. But we have two batches or 3 batches. I think he did. 3 batches. You picked 3 different locations. And then I'll spread them, because I actually want those. There's a couple of spots that. You know, just for camouflage, and I want to put those, because those things are, man, I can't remember how high, 10 foot or something. And they're supposed to get really just massive. And have we ate those? Have we tried them? No, we have not yet. So we haven't tried those. There was a few different, you know, your pros and cons about it. Wasn't one of them they gave you, some people, they mess with their stomach or something? Oh, it gives you gas. Oh. Everything gives you gas, doesn't it? We won't go there on this video with Miss Kitty. Yeah, funny. And then, so maybe hogs. Well, that was our thought too. Is if the Jerusalem artichoke go crazy, we'll get a couple hogs and put them over that spot. Yeah, it's kind of like the goats, man. I got these goats to keep down the weeds and stuff. That was the biggest crock of crap, man. All they were dogs. They like to eat fruit trees. Every time they come eat it. Yep. Well, that one out there, and I ended up having to cut they ate that one cherry tree. And then, man, I was getting ready. I was just going to dig it up. And this was after they'd gotten, because the bear killed my goats. And after they died, I thought, oh, man, and they'd already ate out and it was wiped out, man. It was just a little chunk sticking out, and was getting ready to do some stuff out here and was going to dig it up or yank it up. And there was just like one little green sprout thing on that.
There's no trunk left. No,
there's nothing. Man, just this one little thing, man, with a little tiny green deal. Man, so I put some dirt back around it and told Miss Kitty, I was like, well, we'll just see if it goes and stuff. And it was so cool, which, like I said, the one side died, which bummed me out. But dude, it ended up coming in and it was 2 trees. 2 goats, Nick and Knack, man. If you look back, man, they were part of the family. I just love those 2. They were so annoying. They were great. One time they got in. But anyway, so that grew. So I ended up having, so I called it my Nick and Knack cherry tree, which the one side ended up getting some weird
it was
deal.
like a...
I ended up killing it off, hoping another one's still doing good. It's still got leaves on it. But then another time, I'll tell you stories on Nick and Knack. Another time, we had our area out here, man. We had this basket, big old basket, and it's all our seeds, man, all our heirloom seeds. And I go in the shop. Dude, it is. And at the time, man, it was pretty dang organized, man. I could get over to the bench and work and do all this. And
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was a long time ago. I walk in there, and here are 2 goats standing on my bench, and this place is tore up insane. And they got that basket down off the shelf, man, and they ate the freaking seeds. There were little pieces of seed packaging everywhere. They ate all my damn seeds. Yeah. So we had to start
it's like potato chips for them.
Oh, yeah, they loved it. Dude, man. Of course, I'm yelling at them, cussing at them. They're running out.
Yeah.
Dude, I miss those, dude. I don't miss the oh, yeah. I don't miss the one thing, man, about goats, if you have goats, is you better fence off or do whatever you got to do to keep them away from your fruit trees.
Yeah.
Man, they just, they don't, it's not like they just eat a few leaves, man. They flip and wipe them out, and then they start eating the bark, peeling the bark off the thing. Dude, that's crazy, dude. Yeah. I would never give up the experience. I always wanted a goat since I was a teenager. And I'd never give up the experience of those
having
2 because I love them, but I would never get another goat. No. We are talking about what's that breed of sheep? Look at that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the breed. Anyway, there's a breed of sheep that they look a lot like
wild.
Yeah, I have a little video of them. I can't remember the breed of them. They're not a sheep like a white wool sheep. They're
more of a mountain sheep.
Yeah, they're a mountain sheep, man. That's Kevin's friend raises some. But when we thought about that this year, I don't know. In these times, man, like I've said many times, every time I make a plan, it goes to crap anyway. So we don't really make. We have plans and things we'd like to do, but...
We have plans to make plans.
Yeah, we have plans to make plans, but we pretty much wake up like today. Well, what's the plan for today? And hopefully it turns out.
Yeah.
So we don't get too far ahead, not in these crazy times, man. What else was along the spring? I'm ready for spring.
Rock hounding.
Yep.
Mushroom hunting.
That's where Kevin and... Cara went today to do some mushroom hunting. Now you got me on that. That's coming. Down there to do the metal detecting. That was what I told him, because I was trying to get him to go to another area where we know there was an old farm. But cause down where they're going down on the Snake River, man, it's mostly rock hound, which is nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing at all.
What were you going to go into? Rock hound and...
You just said spring, that's what I think.
That's the first thing that pops in your mind. Yeah. You going to actually mushroom hunt this year?
Yes.
Right. Her knee was bothering her last year. She did quite a bit, but not as much as normal. Man, we got so many.
Yeah, we did. I still have an inventory of mushrooms.
Drugs. We dry them out. Yeah, if you haven't, man, there's a whole list of, I think, on here. I don't know if we put them. I've been really bad about
morel mushroom hunting.
Putting videos over in those lists and stuff. But we have tons of mushroom hunting videos and stuff on here. And then yesterday I shared that the first video that I ever did, 10 plus years ago. And got a pretty good response. I didn't know how that'd go. I just wasn't. Yesterday, I wasn't that I was like sick, but dude, I was just tired, man, and just wasn't in the mood. So we thought, oh, we'll just put out a flashback one, man. And if you like that and want me to continue doing that, man, put it in the comments. Yeah. Well, I was thinking about once a week because, excuse me, that one cuts off. That was the first time, dude. That was the first time I'd ever pointed the camera at myself ever. And it ends up cutting off where I was going into that Moby motorhome, and it just stops. And that was the video. So, man, if you want me to continue on, you know, to go to like 1, 2, you know, and release those, man, once a week, do that or something, man. Let me know if a lot of people, you know, it's weird putting a video that you're already done, but that one, man, from 10 plus years ago, you know, a lot of y'all don't go back on the videos. You just stay on the current ones. So I might start doing a flashback, figure a day and just do a flashback every. Miss Kitty just showed me how to do that. It's kind of a long process.
Well,
man.
It wouldn't be long if we had, at the time,
good internet.
Well, not internet, but we didn't have the computer storage space to keep all the videos.
Yeah, because then I would have got to keep, you know, a lot of people have, you know, on drives and all that. We don't. You know, all my old videos, the only place I have those is on YouTube. You know, every once in a while I'll be going through something
and find one.
And I'll find an older one or one that I started or something like that.
We, of course, talked about it at the time, but they're just...
we didn't have
the technology wasn't really there to buy it was, but it's really expensive. The banks to hold the...
Now we have multiples of them, so now we can keep for the last.
And it's
I think
I
think the last 3 years I've kept the videos, but that's a lot of dang 10 years. I got over 2,000 videos out there. Man. That's a lot of dang videos to keep.
And then you have, you know, the raw footage. Do you keep that in addition to the
because you cut out things
video?
that you might want to share later. That's a whole different. Miss Kitty, and actually, when we first started. There's only a bit, dude. All I knew how to do was put crap on eBay and
hit record.
Well, yeah, I did record. Miss Kitty did all the editing from that very first one for the first probably 5 years.
Yeah,
and then
I said, I'm done.
Yeah, she wouldn't do it. I told her, man, I need that video done. Edited, man. She's like, I'm busy right now, and I'm like, oh crap, man, you better show me how to do that. So for the last 5 or 6 years, I've been doing the editing. So, but. What else you got, Miss Kitty? Anything? Anyway, people kept asking for a
coffee chat.
Well, you're over there playing with my knee. I was starting to get like, whoa, hey, how you doing? Better go.
You're so funny.
So, that's the first time she touched me in month. So, man, hope you enjoy this. I know a lot of people were missing the coffee chats. We'll start trying to do this again. I kind of forgot about it. You just get busy.
Yeah, you're doing this, doing that.
Especially caught up in all the hoorah bull crap.
I'm tired of the hoorah bull crap.
Yeah. That's, man, when
Linda.
Yeah, Linda did that. Said that stuff, man. Miss Kitty's been. She don't like any of the.
It's not that I don't like it.
Well, you don't like it.
I don't like dwelling on it.
Yeah, you can't dwell, and that's what we talk all the time, you know. And one thing this country needs to do, I think I'm going to actually use this picture that I have for the thumbnail on this video because, dude, we need to dig ourselves. The whole world needs to dig ourselves. Yeah. This country is just like I am in this picture. You know, man, we need to dig ourselves out of this crap and get clean house with these, whatever they are. They think they're the powers be, but we don't want to go. I ain't going on that right now. I'm about to end this mother.
Okay, just end it.
What were you going to say? Go ahead.
I just feel like everybody is so used to the conveniences of modern life, and they don't want to give anything up. They don't want to sacrifice to make everything better. And I think that's part of the problem of what's going on right now.
They're all a bunch of delicate flowers.
Is that they know that they need to sacrifice, but they don't want to. And
I don't think a lot of them even know they need to.
Right, and I think that's the only way we're going to get out of all of this food crisis and talking crap about each other globally, not just locally, but globally. If everybody could just go back to a simpler life and see what's really important, they would realize that what's going on is just a bunch of hogwash. It's created so much division, like I said, not just locally, but globally, that everybody is
Yeah, but the thing, man,
not in a place where they should be.
See, when you say go back to a simpler life, which obviously I agree, because, man, we've lived a pretty simple life our whole life.
Right.
But then this would take us on another avenue. But all the crap that they're doing to try to do away with the simpler life.
Yeah.
You know, man, we won't go into that on this video. You know, the chickens and the hogs and the cattle and the, you know, man, this,
They're trying to scare people, saying you can't do it because it's dangerous.
Well, yeah, and they're trying to kill off everything. But but this morning we heard.
But if we all just do it, then they can't
well,
stop
we need
you.
to stand up to it and just say, this is bull crap, we're done.
Well,
done with you.
There's nothing to stand up to. Just do it.
Yeah.
What are they going to do to you?
Okay.
Honestly.
Well, they're going to now.
They want
now
you
that
to
you
think,
said that on my video, they're going to take my video down.
Whatever.
Dude, that's serious, man. You got to be careful what you say.
I'm not
the
scared.
The chronic
waste disease and the wild game.
Yeah, just my next county over, man. I got aunt and uncle up there. But our next county, ouch! Did you
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was up
Rexy.
there. Yeah, they want.
How many was it? 15.
I think so.
I think it was 15 cases of the chronic waste disease. You know, if you don't know nothing about that, in the deer, you know. So then, man, of course, you know, you start thinking, you know, is that all? Is that kind of like the plague? You know, is that made in a laboratory? Are you done? Dude, I'll go off on this one on a whole nother video.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just got the report this morning. You seen that or read that? That was 15.
Yeah.
You know, during hunting season, when I was hunting, there was only one. They'd found one case, and it was actually farther north in the next county up. So that's not good, dude. You've really turned this. You've really interrupted my video.
I'm so sorry.
Don't.
Are you talking about the dogs or me?
You with the dogs.
Oh. Well, I couldn't help it. They came and I didn't want them to bark.
Well, they want out.
They do.
Yes. That's all I got, man. This kitty just ended this video. Bam! Just like that. So just like I said, man, we've all got to dig ourselves out.
Yep.
But it's time to start getting ready to plant and all the hoorah, mushroom hunting, man, all that crap. I'm sure we'll be talking and showing a lot of that soon. So please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Check out the links below in the eBay store. Put a bunch of stuff on there yesterday.
Yeah, great way to support the channel.
And we appreciate that very much. And check out the t-shirts, Miss Katie Joe's. Then we got the Teesprings, is that the name of it? And got so much on there, man. Just check it all out. Good Lord willing. Oh, wait, man. Make sure you go to Mountain Junkers and subscribe over there, too. I've been putting a video on a day. I'm trying to do a video on here a day and a video on Mountain Junkers a day. And that's where we show how we make a living and to support our way of life. Good Lord willing. And them creeks don't rise.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, and Patreon. See ya.